I'm working as a global HR recruiter. And if you want to get a high paying job after your college, no matter whichever college you are working in, then this video is for you. So make sure that you're watching this video absolutely full to get the exact points and the exact tricks that will help you get a high paying job right after your college. If you want a high paying job, you need to look like someone who has already worked. And how do you do that? Internships. Not one internship, not two internships, minimum 4 to 8 internships during your college. Yes, you heard it right. Minimum 4 to 8 internships during your college. Sounds crazy, right? But this is exactly what gives you an unfair advantage. Why internships change everything? Let me tell you. Let's say you graduate with 6 internships. What does that signals? That signals that you have worked with multiple companies, you understand real work, not just theories. You have already faced deadlines, pressures, expectations from the real job environment. So when companies see your profile, they don't see a fresher. They see someone who already understands the job. And this is where you beat even tier 1 so-called studious students. So how you beat a student who is coming from an absolute top college? So students from top colleges are having brand advantage, but you can beat them with experience advantage. Yes. So if they have one to two internships and you have 5 to 6 internships in your bag, who do you think look more job ready? It's obviously you with experience advantage. But there's actually a mistake in the path that can destroy all this. See, most students make this mistake that they do random internships, marketing, then HR, then operations, and then they apply for data jobs. Dumb. I mean, this is absolute dumb. This is complete waste of time. See, if your goal is data, everything you do must be in data. If your goal is marketing, every internship should be in marketing, because your depth is always be greater than any randomness that you are going to cover. Now you might be thinking a very simple thing, how do I even get so many internships? Simple answer, you do whatever it takes. Yes, you heard it right. You do whatever it takes. First, start with an unpaid internships. Yes, unpaid. You're not getting any money for that, because in the beginning, you're not working for money. You are working for experience and that extra leverage. Once you gain some experience, you try to move to a paid internships. And when you show paid internship in your resume or maybe in your profile, your value is going to get increased automatically, because company will see that this person is getting payment from corporate before their graduation for doing the real work. And this is the real game changer. But the hardest part that nobody is going to talk about, which I'm going to tell you right now, is what if your college doesn't allow you to do internship? Yes. What if your college does not allow you to do internships from, let's say, first year or maybe second year? Because lots of college don't allow people to do internships because they don't want their students' time to overlap with the internship time and they skip the college. That's the general norm. So there's one solution for this. Do it at night. Yes, seriously, do it at night. See, morning, go to college, evening, rest, night, work on an internship for 2 to 4 hours. You can try to get a remote internship as well for the night shift. So basically, you will be sitting in your hostel, you will be sitting in a PG, and you will be doing internships for 2 to 4 hours. Very hectic, but you have to do the hard steps to get that extra salary that what we are talking about right after your college. See, this is the level of effort required if you want to be ahead of 95% of the people. And there's one more advantage of doing this. So when you work in an internship, you don't just gain skills, you are actually gaining connections, referrals, real work understanding, because you start working with people who are already there where you actually want to reach. You're already working with people who are getting paid high salaries, and that is going to change your thinking completely, because your environment is changing completely. So if you really want a high paying job right after your college, do not depend on college brand, do not depend on resume design, do not depend on luck. The only thing that you need to focus is your real work, your real experience, your real exposure, and doing as many internships as possible. The fastest way to get paid more is to stop making yourself look like a fresher and start making yourself look like someone companies can't afford to ignore. Because when you do that extra work apart from your college, then you are already coming with a very heavy experience in working for different companies. Because let's suppose you do 4 to 5 or maybe 8 internships, then that means you have worked with 8 different companies who are targeting different audience, who are targeting different market, and who are targeting different customers. And you are coming from that environment, you are coming from those companies, you are coming from having experience or worked into those companies, and this is going to give you that huge advantage that is going to absolutely dissolve your disadvantage that you have of working, of studying in a tier 2 college or tier 3 college. So do internships, go and apply for as many internships as possible. Morning not possible, do it on evening not possible, do it at night. Make sure that you are giving all your things to make your work stronger, to make yourself stronger, so that companies, when they actually come to recruit you after your graduation, they pay you really handsome amount. I thank you so much for watching. That is all for the video. If you want me to cover any particular topic, please make sure to drop down that in comments, and I will make sure that I make videos onto that topic for you to understand. And I make absolute unfiltered videos for you so that you get proper knowledge. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button as well. I thank you so much for watching. My name is Ritik Raj. I am working as a global HR recruiter. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video very soon.